What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BDT channel. Today we have the S4 on the dyno again, but today we're installing some Go Fast parts. Alright guys, you want to go E40, but guess what? You can't because you got a stock high pressure fuel pump. So how are we going to fix that? Upgraded this bad little bitty right here, AutoTech High-Pressure Fuel Pump, and it's gonna get the job done. But what are we doing here? Let's get the science behind it. So, we can't put bigger injectors in this car just yet, so we gotta get more fuel pressure. Well, I can request more fuel pressure from the low side, doesn't matter. The high side can't keep up, guys. When I put E40 on my stage 1, I did it because nobody shows me the data. I'm gonna show myself. High-pressure fuel pump is maxed out at 100% duty cycle at 3,000 RPMs through the whole pole, and it just starts deviating more and more and more. That's dangerous. We're not going to do that. So today I'm going to install this high pressure fuel pump and show you how it goes down, how do we install it, how to do it properly. So thank you for tuning in, and here we go. All right guys, the first step is to remove this shield right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Next up, guys, you're gonna need this tool right here to remove this clamp. This is going to shoot fuel out. So grab a rag, I'm gonna wrap it around it so it doesn't shoot into my eyes. Next up, guys, 10 millimeter, these two nuts right here. All right, guys, next step, there are two connectors at the bottom, one right here, and then one right here. That, it's gonna use a long pick. Come right here, being gentle with it. Go. It's out of the way. Next up, 17 millimeter wrench. Go ahead and loosen this up. Again, some fuel might come out. Let's grab a rag. So guys, do not try to yank this back. You do not want to bend this anyway. You want it to go back nice and easy here. So leave that loose and let's get to these two bolts right here. Grab a X8 is what they have it labeled, but it's a hex head, 8 millimeter. You got a bolt right here, one on the bottom. Once you break them free, go ahead and use your gun. It's not a bad idea to grab a magnet to grab the bolt. You don't want to drop that. There is a cam follower right behind this, so don't let this fall down. Cool, so note this, guys, it has a ridge. The ridge is on the bottom. Sits in there, so let's just put it back to see. It'll fall into its place. There, so cool. Just noting it for you guys as well. If you guys can see that. If you guys can see the ridge goes on the bottom. Just indexing it. Me personally, you can go ahead and like clean this to inspect it, but I would leave the oil there. You need the lubrication, so this looks pretty good. I don't see any signs of wear. No need to replace this. Alright guys, so next step, we're just going to go ahead and remove this. There we go. There we go. So you guys saw, it took some pretty excessive force to undo this. So don't be scared to hit it. I mean, I was, but... Next thing, grab a rag, grab some pliers. We're gonna lift this up like that. Try not to. Okay. So you guys can see. It's pretty good. Good stuff. So you guys see, it looks a little dirty there. I'm just gonna clean it up just lightly to get that debris away from there. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. They say to lube this up with some fuel. There's some fuel in there. I'm going to try to lube it up and put it back in. Go. Alright guys, next up is to install this ring again. Again, we're going to have to use some brutal force. I know it's not your favorite thing to do, but we kind of have to here. So. Alright, it's pretty effective. There is a tool again noted, but I don't have that with me, so. Oops. Fuel. There we go, guys. Just give it some pushes to see. Feels pretty good. Not gonna go too excessive. Clips in there nice. Ready to go install it into the car. Alright guys, note the indexing on the high pressure fuel pump cam follower. This is gonna go on the bottom down here. So let's get into this. There, it's slid in there. So I'm gonna try to hold it with my finger. Wow, kind of position this. Sorry if I get in the way of the camera. With that there, hold that. We're gonna use the screws to pull it in. Not that we like to do that, but. Lock tight these bolts. I'm gonna go with the double safety here, guys. I'm gonna use a magnet and the tool to guide this one in there. All right guys, now we have the high pressure fuel pump installed. It's time to put the intake back. All right guys, the high pressure fuel pump's installed. It's time to start up the car. Make sure we did it right. Ready?
Yeah.
All right guys, as you saw, we installed it properly, but you need to double check your work. So, after starting it and keeping it started while it's running, just go ahead and visually inspect. Make sure you have no leaks. Make sure nothing's unplugged. You got no fault codes. You guys know how it goes. So other than that, guys, let's hit the dyno. It's time.